Julian Assange has had his first weekend of freedom outside of the Ecuadorian embassy after almost 7 years. But it wasn't out and about. It was here at Her Majesty's pleasure at Belmarsh Prison. And there is a delegation of MEPs coming, and his legal team soon to give a press conference, because there has been a war of words, as you mentioned, breaking out between his Ecuadorian hosts and himself. Now, they are claiming that he had poor hygiene when he was living in the embassy, that he behaved like a moody teenager, that they had real problems with his behavior, that he was skateboarding down the halls and playing football, having too many guests in, and as well the big claim that he had turned it into a center for spying when they discovered that he had listening equipment. And so they believe that he was listening in to the conversations going on elsewhere in that small embassy to try and get some kind of leverage over his host, just in case he needed it. Now, his team are refuting that, saying that there is a campaign to try and smear him, and that these allegations are outrageous. And this is the start of the real fight now to try and get him prevented from being extradited out of this country, either to Sweden or to the United States.
Let's talk about that extradition. How likely do you think it is to happen to either of those two countries?
Well, the first thing is he was found guilty on that charge of breaking bail conditions here in the UK, and that has to go up to a higher court where we think he'll get up to 12 months in prison here in the UK, and then that process will kick in. Now, one of the victims in the Swedish case came forward quickly last week and through her lawyer issued a statement saying that she was shocked about it and that she wanted the case reactivated in Sweden. And many people have been here in the UK saying that Sweden should get preference when it comes to any possible extradition over the United States. But that case was deactivated, the claim was dropped, and we know that this request was put in by the Trump administration back in December 2017 for him to be extradited there to face those computer hacking charges. The UK obviously has a very close relationship with the US when it comes to these kind of matters, so we'll see when it returns to court in the coming weeks whether or not that Swedish case is reactivated and what would take precedence.